every
Christmas yoga, yeah.
in the summertime.
All right, well, maybe it'll work. Should work.
Can you see me
Yeah.
on the ground?
Yeah, see it perfectly.
And can you see me when I stand up? I'll have the extra long arms
No,
again.
don't worry about it. It's got everything. It's got everything.
Okay. All right, does everybody, and I'm sorry, we're a little bit in, we're 5 minutes in, but it's Wednesday, so we will have to finish on time. Everybody has blocks?
Yep.
All right, we're ready to go. We're going to begin sitting today.
That's good, we're here.
Okay, chaotic start to the class. Oh, thanks, Bob. All right, so placing those hands on our knees, rolling our shoulders up, relaxing away from the ears, close the eyes softly, draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, paralleling the chin to the ground, softening through the shoulders, through the face. Maybe those knees feel a little bit more gravity, starting to fall a little bit closer to the ground. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slowly exhale it through the mouth. Hold the lungs empty. Together, let's slowly begin to breathe through the nose. Fill the lungs completely. And then exhaling through the nose, slow inhalation through the nose. Feel the lungs fill. Slow exhale through the nostrils, feeling that warm air leave. Slow inhale. Feel the chest rise. Slow exhale, feel the ribs knit in. Continue this slow, calming breath as we begin to feel ourselves relax, tuning into the body. Moment of gratitude to be able to gather here today, to practice, to move, to breathe together, to support one another. Moving today without judgment, modifying your practice as needed. If you'd like to set an intention for the class this morning, you may do that now. 3 more slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. After your last exhalation, holding the lungs empty. Slow breath through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. A little more air in. Audibly sigh it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, palms join. Exhale, release hands to heart center. Open the eyes. Bring your arms to the sides, touching fingertips down. We're going to keep the chin straight forward as we inhale, bringing the arms overhead. Maybe the palms join. Exhale, release them back down to the sides. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the fingertips up to join again. Exhale, we're gonna twist to the left, bring the arms out to the sides, touch the fingertips down. Inhale to center, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, now twisting over to the right, release hands down to the sides. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, just releasing the left fingertips down as we lean over. We're gonna come right back up to the center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, releasing the right. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring the arms forward, hold on to that beach ball, round the back, chin to chest, exhale. Inhale, swing the arms behind you, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, bring the arms forward, round it out. Inhale, swing the arms back, press that water back. Exhale, press it forward. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, inhale the arms overhead one more time, lengthen out through the spine. And then exhale, releasing fingertips down to the sides. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Gently lean that left ear over towards the shoulder. Come back to center. Gently leaning that right ear. Back to center. Gently tilt the chin up, relax the head. Come back to center and gently bring that chin down to the chest. Nice. Come back, bring the hands to the knees. Big circles with the shoulders backwards or forwards, whichever way you would like to begin. And then switching direction. Nice. Lastly, wrists. Bringing the hands forward. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Draw the shoulder blades back towards one another. Press that invisible wall. And then flip the palms down. Flip them up. Flip them down. 2 more times. Up and down. Last time. Up and down. Make a fist. Squeeze as tight as you can. Flick the hands open. Fist and flick. Fist and flick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Bring the knuckles to join, elbows out to the sides, and then gently press those knuckles forward. Straightening out those arms as much as comfortable. Keep the tension out of the shoulders. Stay tall. Bring the hands into prayer. Flip the wrists forward and press them forward. Nice, let's shake it out. All right, and then we're gonna turn sideways on our mat, so feet facing one another. So feet, yep, right to the center. And then starting to lean back, arms back behind you. Bring the feet about halfway between fully straighten and as bent as you can. Edges of the mat with the feet and gently windshield wipers the knees from side to side. Try to keep the shoulders back. Nice. And then just like you are, bring those feet in about hip distance apart. Try to, again, keep the tension out of the shoulders. We're gonna try to keep the knees in line with each other, the thighs in line with each other. See if you can just pick up that right foot, and again, keeping that alignment, straighten that leg out as much as you can for 3, 2, 1, bend the knee, relax for a moment. We're gonna do that again, trying to keep the thighs right in line with each other. Straighten out that right leg as much as you can for 3, 2, 1, bend, relax for a moment. We're gonna do that one more time. Straighten it out. 3, 2, and 1, bend. Straighten out the left leg, come to sit a little bit taller. Option to just bring the sole of that right foot to the thigh and turn it out to the side and hold here. Or you could cross that right ankle over the top of that left thigh and start to pull that left foot in for that seated figure 4. Whatever feels better. If it doesn't feel good seated figure 4, just stay with the foot to the thigh. And again, you can deepen this figure 4 if this is not quite intense enough for you. You can scoot the hips forward towards the heel to deepen the stretch. Again, not forcing anything. Keep the foot flexed, just a couple more breaths here. Nice, and then we're gonna make our way back, scooting those hips back if you scooted them forward. And again, we're between straight and heels as close to the glutes as you can. Feet hip distance apart, same thing left leg. Thighs and knees staying parallel as you can. Straightening that lower leg of that left for 3, 2, and 1, bend, release. Again, straighten it out. 3, 2, 1, bend. Last time, straighten it out for 3, 2, 1, bend. Straighten the right leg, sole of the left foot to the right thigh, staying here, or again, you could cross and find that figure 4. Couple more breaths here. Keeping in mind those slow, deep breaths send that safety signal to the brain that it's okay to let go a little bit, otherwise our muscles are clamping down trying to protect our joints. Nice, and let's go ahead, scoot it back, uncross, and we're gonna make our way to tabletop. So coming to hands and knees. Grab anything you might need for your knees. Does anybody need any extra padding? Everybody's good? Okay. Moving through cat and cow, feel free to jump on in if you're already there. We're gonna inhale to drop the belly, lift the head and chest, think about drawing that tailbone up. And exhale, rounding it out, chin to chest. Really press that back up. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, cat. Maybe closing the eyes a few more rounds with your own breath. Again, maybe you bring in some motion, some circles. Maybe you hold one position a little longer. Working out any tension in the spine. One more round of breath wherever you are. And then meeting back into neutral. From here, we're gonna walk our hands a full handprint forward. Shift your weight forward so that your shoulders come right over your wrists. Option to just stay here, drawing your navel into spine, pressing the ground away with those palms, rounding up through the upper back, gaze stays down. You have the option to tuck the toes and hover the knees, finding a plank for just a moment, and then setting those knees down. Lifting the knees, or again, just staying as you are, and set them down. One more time. Lift the knees and set them down. Untuck the toes. Option, just lower right down to your belly, however you're comfortable, or you can lower chin and chest first, bending those elbows back, and then sliding the legs back behind you. Chin comes to the mat. Think about drawing the shoulders back away from the ears, taking the tension out. You can keep your hands next to your sides, or if you'd like to bring the arms back along the sides, palms facing up for a full locust, doing that. So resting the chin on the mat for now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, pressing up to that cobra with your hands down, or just lifting up that chest, keeping the hands back along the sides. Gaze stays down. Feeling that lower back turn on. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lifting up to that cobra, again, maybe with those hands supporting. Or if you're in locust, maybe this time the hands float up off of the mat. Gaze stays down, keep a long neck. Nice. Exhale, lower down. Stay here. Full breath in, full breath out. Last time to lift, either into that cobra or hands lift, maybe the legs lift. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody cross the forearms, lower down, relax. Settle through the shoulders. 3 full breaths in and out. And gently bringing the hands next to the sides. Press yourself back up to tabletop. From here, we're going to take bird dog. So again, making sure wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Send that right leg back behind you. Point the toes down, flex the heel. Option to keep that left hand down. If you're feeling stable, left arm can come forward. Draw that navel into spine, no back bends. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Bring it into the center, round it out. Inhale, extend, keep that gaze down. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, hold here. Keep the gaze down, reaching forward with those fingertips, pressing back through that heel. And last time, exhale, round it out. Inhale, extend. And exhale, release. Nice. From here, let's take a couple cat and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to neutral, other side. Send that left foot back. Flex through the foot, navel to spine. Maybe the right hand comes forward, or feel free to keep it down. Inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to hold again. Press the heel back, fingertips forward, navel to spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center one more time. Crunch elbow to knee. Extend it out and release. Nice job. Couple more cat and cows with your own breath. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. We're going to make our way to our down dog, or come to stand directly at the top of the mat. Hands, one hand front forward for down dog. Tuck the toes, inhale. Exhale, hips go back. Pedal it out. Ooh, I feel better. I haven't done yoga since before I was sick. I feel better already.
And you were probably all
We haven't either.
All right, gaze forward, bend the knees. Let's make our way to the top of the mat. Slowly roll to stand, take your time. When you get to the top, inhaling those arms overhead, palms join. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step those feet a little bit wider than hips for our ragdoll. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, come down, grabbing opposite elbows or just letting those arms hang, whatever feels good. Gentle rocks from side to side, resting our bellies on our thighs, lots of bend to the knees. Press through the feet, inhale, root to rise, sweep the arms overhead, palms join, maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. All right, everybody come to the center of the mat. Move anything you need to. You won't be needing the blocks now. So starting, let's stretch out our shoulders. So just feet hip distance apart, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Drag those knuckles down as we roll the shoulder blades, lift the heart, lift the chin. And then bringing the arms forward to interlace fingers, round it out, press the knuckles forward, upper back, back to the back of the room. And release, coming into our mountain. Kneecaps in and up, engaging quads, glutes, navel to spine. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders up and down. Reach the fingertips down to the earth as you draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Chin is parallel to the ground. Everything is activated throughout the body, full deep breaths. Softening through the face, everything else is active. Three more full breaths in and out. Opening the eyes. All right, we've done the sequence before. We're going to inhale the arms overhead, palms join. Exhale the arms forward, relax through the shoulders. Inhale that left arm back, track. Exhale it forward. Inhale right arm back, keep the tension out of the shoulders. Exhale forward. Inhale hands to heart center. Exhale down to chair. Hold here. Make sure you can see those toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep that full engagement through the body. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, left arm back. Exhale it forward. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale to chair. Hold. 5, wiggle the toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down to the sides. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, take up space. Exhale, forward. Inhale, left. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, sink it down. Hold. Option this time, maybe you bring the arms up, biceps next to the ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. All right, working on our feet. Make sure that those feet are hip distance apart at least. Lifting the heels and lower. Lift, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. All right, set those feet wide apart, toes at the 45-degree feet at 45-degree angle. Find a 5-pointed star. Arms out to the side, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Really taking up space, expand out through the fingertips, engaging through those quads for a moment, through the glutes, navel to spine. Nice. And then bringing, the left toes to the side of the room, maybe paralleling the right, bringing the arms down to the side, squeeze fingertips together, roll the shoulders up and down away from the ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to bend into that left knee. Tracking over the second and third toe. Maybe you heel toe that foot a little further forward if that knee's really coming out far. Nice. We're going to hold here for 5 more breaths. If you need to straighten out the leg and take a break, feel free to do so. Full deep breaths. Just bringing your focus to the breath. One more full breath in and out. Nice, straighten into the leg. Go ahead, parallel the feet. Bring the arms behind the back or hands to the hips. Interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles down. Relax through the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades together. Lift the chin. And then find a half fold. Gaze can be forward, gaze can be down. Slowly rise back up. Let's find a 5-pointed star again. Bring the hands out to the sides. Now turning those toes out to a 45 again for just a moment. Take up space, relax through the shoulders. Nice. Now turning those right toes to the side, maybe that left foot parallels. Bring the arms to the side, squeeze the fingertips together, roll the shoulders up and down. Inhale. Exhale, bending into that right knee. Beautiful. Now if your arms are really tired, feel free to bring your hands to your hips and relax them. We're going to hold here. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Beautiful. 4 more full breaths in and out. Again, feel free to straighten the leg and take a break if you need to. I feel it more in my shoulders than my legs. Almost there, you guys look amazing. Beautiful, straighten into the leg. Bring the arms behind the back, or again, hands can come to hips. Parallel the feet. Inhale, lift the heart wherever you are. And again, exhale, half fold. Bring your attention to your shoulders. We try to really relax them. Even though we've got the hands bound, just try to relax those shoulders. Nice, slowly come up. All right, almost there. Turn those feet out to a 45. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale to goddess. Sink it down. Inhale, straighten, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Last time, inhale. Exhale to goddess, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, just releasing those arms, heel toe those feet in towards one another, and let's swing it out for some long holds. Great job. All right, let's stop for a minute. Bring those feet hip distance apart. We're gonna take our left arm across our body. See if you can hook underneath it with the right arm. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. And just using that right arm to pull that left arm in, just trying to completely relax through that left arm. Make sure you don't have the arm too high, get it down, about right across the chest. Nice, and let's switch sides. Bringing that right arm across again. We don't have it high, bring it down a little bit more to cross across the chest. Squeeze it in. Just let that left arm do all the work. Nice, and release. We're gonna come to the top of the mat and head down. Inhale, smoothing the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Add some bend to the knees if you need it. Inhale, find your half lift, your flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees. We're gonna inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms overhead. Palms join, look up. We're gonna do that one more time. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Step back. Not staying too long here. We're going to take child's pose for 3 breaths, whatever feels good, whatever restful pose feels good. 3 full breaths before we do our first 30-second plank. Feel free to stay right here or to join me for plank. We're about to get set up. All right, and we will begin in 3, 2, and 1. Straight arms or on forearms, staying where you are, or like we have been working on, if you'd like to maybe tap one knee at a time or both knees, or just feel free to just stay in your full plank without any taps. We're past 15 already. Let's see. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. We'll take 4 more full deep breaths in and out here. If you're ready, go ahead, press yourself up. I'll give everybody a minute to get anything under their knees that they need to. And then we're gonna grab onto our blocks. All right, so we're just gonna step that right foot straight on through for our kneeling lunge. Maybe using those blocks for an assist, thinking about bringing that knee up as high as you can before stepping the foot through. Ankle below the knee, right ankle, left knee, hip distance apart. Slowly starting to come up, maybe keeping those blocks next to the heel or to walk them back to get your torso right above the pelvis. We want to be nice and tall here for a moment. Pressing through that right heel, through the left knee, drawing both of the legs in towards the midline for that support. Feeling free to keep your hands down on the blocks if you need to, or bringing the arms overhead, relaxing the shoulders, biceps by the ears. Now we're gonna take I'm just gonna show you guys, we're gonna take our leg wraps. If you're not comfortable doing that, another alternative is just keep your hands on the blocks and just lean your chest forward with your hands on the blocks. That works just as well. All right, ready to begin. Take an inhale. Exhale, give that right thigh a hug and be wrapping those arms. Inhale, slowly rise up, press through the heel. Exhale, find that wrap. Inhale, come up. Last time, exhale, wrap. Inhale, come up. This time we're going to exhale, fingertips right down to the blocks. Get the blocks in line with that right heel. Lean the chest forward. Maybe tucking those left toes to find a heel lift. You can keep the blocks at the higher setting, the lower setting, whatever you're working on. Keeping that back in a diagonal in line with that back left leg. Keeping that chest pulled forward. Couple more breaths here, press to the heel. Nice. And gently lower down. Untuck those left toes and let's find our half split. Start to walk those blocks back. Straightening into the right leg, flexing through the foot. Maybe bringing those blocks in a higher setting. Nice. A little bend to the knee if you need it, and then maybe starting to pull the chest forward. If you'd like to take it a little further, feel free to stay completely upright. Those slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose, again, to allow for a little bit more flexibility. Option to tap the toe down, and then flex, tap, and flex. One more time. Nice. Holding here for just a moment. Maybe the chest comes a little further. Very nice. And then gently bend into the knee. All right, so bring that right leg back. Let's take a couple cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and chest. Exhale, round it out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to that neutral spine. Let's do the other side. So stepping that left foot through. Hip distance. Starting to find that lift. Nice, maybe using those blocks. Everything's pulling into the midline for that support. If you pull that left leg back and pull that right leg forward, you'll instantly feel more stable. Maybe bringing the arms overhead. Again, hands can just lower down to the blocks, or hands can stay on the blocks. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe you find that wrap. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, wrap. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands to the blocks. Again, feel free to stay right here. You do not have to lift that knee. We're building strength without it lifted. If you want to, tuck the right toes and lift, straightening through that leg, pressing back through the heel. Slow, deep breaths. Nice, and gently lower. Untuck the toes, find your half split. Your half split could could just have your knee with a lot of bend in your foot flexed. It does not, don't feel like you have to straighten it out. Nice. Try to take the tension out of the shoulders as always. Maybe that chest starts to pull towards that big toe a little bit more. And an option to tap those toes down and flex, tap and flex. One more time. Nice. Holding here for just a couple more breaths. And gently bend back into the knee. Bring that left leg back. And everybody either take a puppy pose, so keeping those hips up, maybe just crossing the forearms and lowering the forehead, or taking the full child's pose. Maybe bringing those knees to the edges of the mat. 3 breaths. If you're ready, let's press ourselves up. We're gonna come to the top of the mat. Maybe you'd like to take a down dog, or maybe you'd like to just come to stand at the top of the mat, whatever your preference. All my yogis know how to get into their down dogs. I'll meet you there. Maybe pedaling them out a couple times. Maybe even rising to the balls of the feet in unison and pressing the heels down a couple of times just to see how that feels. Knowing those heels never have to touch the ground. Just working them closer, right? We're all lengthening those hamstrings as time goes on. Alright, bringing that gaze forward, slowly making your way to the top of the mat, deep bend to the knees. Inhale, slowly roll the stand. Sweeping those arms overhead, palms join. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. All right, so we're going to start our balancing acts here. So make sure you don't have your blocks in the way. We're going to be doing today those heel tap, toe back. I've got something like that for you. So center of the mat, we're going to start with our heel raises first. Hands on your hips or heart center. Lifting those heels and lower. Lift and lower for 8. Weak feet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice. Okay. So again, what we're going to be doing today is starting by rooting down through our right foot. We're going to tap our heel forward and then try to tap our toe back. So if you have to like reset in the middle, don't feel bad. We're going to do that 10 each time, and then we'll do our balancing. Okay, so root down through that left foot, pop that right heel forward, tap the toe back. Heel forward, toe back, slow and controlled. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice, step it back next to the other foot. All right, other side, root down to the left foot. Okay, right heel taps forward, toe back, forward, and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice. All right, so let's reset. So we're gonna be holding that right foot for our supporting foot for this first balancing pose. Now, this one is trickier than it looks. I'm gonna turn sideways just so you can see me. So we're bringing down through it will be your right foot. I'll put the left toes back behind me. So ball of the foot, or you can just tap the toes down. And then we're gonna be tracking our hand, and I don't know why this is so hard, but it's really hard. So you might wanna put the full ball of the foot, and don't feel bad if you're unstable. Okay, so let's root down through that right foot. Again, ball of the foot back behind is not very far, just even where the knees are pretty much in line. Okay, bring the arms forward. You might wanna keep your gaze forward first, just to make sure you're gonna be stable. So start to bring that left arm back. I can't hold it half the time, I don't know what it is. Slowly bring it back, and slowly bring it forward. Is it just me, or is that really hard?
You're not.
It's hard.
Okay, bring that right arm back. Yeah, and slowly bring it forward. Nice, hands to heart. All right, let's switch sides. So bring those right toes back behind you. Again, the full ball of the foot for extra support, or just the toes touch down. Bring the arms forward. Let's start by bringing that right arm back. Whoa. Again, if you fall out, I'm probably gonna fall out of this thing. And back. Let's do the other side. Whoa. And back. Okay, nice. Hands to heart. All right, that was that. So let's shake it out. All right, we're gonna take a couple of side stretches. So let's find our mountain pose again. Everything is engaged. Cue that in mentally to yourself. Bring the arms overhead, interlace the fingers. Maybe creating that steeple by releasing the index and thumb. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Breath in. Exhale, let's lean over to the left. Just gentle tick-tocks back and forth. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the right. Option to close the eyes if you're feeling stable. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. One more each side. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center. And exhale to the right. Nice. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Everybody face the top of your mat. So we're going to take 3 chair poses and a forward fold to it. So if you would like to have your blocks there, feel free. So feet hip distance apart. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead if you're ready. Exhale to chair, option to keep the biceps by the ears, or to bring the hands to heart center. Again, make sure you can see the toes. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten your arms and legs. Exhale, forward fold to maybe to the blocks, maybe to the ground. Nice. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Add some bend to the knees as you inhale to stand. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale to chair. Again, hands can come to heart center. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge from the waist. Find your forward fold. Full breath in, full breath out. Last time, bend the knees as you inhale. Come all the way up, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, sink it down to chair. Last hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, hinge from the waist, forward fold. Nice, holding here, just relax. Maybe add a little bit more bend to the knees for a moment. And if you're not already in a half lift, let's inhale, find that flat back for a moment. And exhale, fold. Nice, step back. Take a restful pose. So we're gonna do a 30-second plank because I wanna do side plank too today. And we're also gonna do some dead bugs. Tell you that five minutes makes a big difference. Okay, starting late. Three more full breaths in and out. And just remember, if you would like to stay here and keep resting and skip the 30-second plank, absolutely fine. If you're joining me, go ahead and get ready to set up. I'm going to take those knee taps, not necessary. Everybody choose your own adventure. We'll begin in 3, 2, and 1. Just remembering to keep that tailbone tucked in and rounding through that upper back will keep you in a good alignment. Gaze down. We're at 15 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see about going straight to tabletop. Last little push here. And then we're going to take our side plank. So if you know you like to have that block underneath the hand, grab your block. Let's start by turning those right toes off the side of the mat, extending that left leg long so we can plant the sole of the left foot. Maybe that right hand finds a block. Inhaling that left arm up. Now once you get down, if you don't need the block, great. Feel free to keep it there. And we are building plenty of strength in our obliques or shoulders here just by doing this. If you would like to float that left leg up off of the ground, you could do that. Full deep breaths in and out through the nose. If that leg floated up, maybe it comes on back down. Yes. And let's make our way back to tabletop. Couple cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. Let's switch sides. Left toes off the side. You can keep those left toes tucked under. Sometimes that adds a little extra support, just an FYI. Maybe extending that right leg out. Maybe that left hand finds a block as that right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Nice. Again, feel free to stay right here, or maybe that leg floats up. Maybe tenting those fingers a little bit more. Very nice. And slowly lowering the leg. If you've lifted, everybody make your way back. Nice work. Couple more cat and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and chest. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And last cat back, we are exhaling to hold here for a moment and gently just shift forward and back. Nice. All right, we're going to make our way onto our backs. So Go ahead, start making your way. Let's sit and go down together, right? Let's make it pretty. So, flexing through those feet, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, arms come forward as our back lowers down towards the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a big hug. Bring those knees into the chest. Gentle rocks from side to side. And then just for a moment, let's lower the feet down to the mat, walking the heels a little further away from the body. Again, for those windshield wipers, bringing the feet to the edges of the mat. This time, let's cactus the arms out to the sides if shoulders allow, and gently, slowly rocking those knees from side to side. Sorry, you guys, I'm gonna have to skip the dead bugs today. We gotta get a good stretch in. Alright, so go ahead, bring those knees back up to center, walk those feet in hip distance apart, and bring the heels in as close to the glutes as you can. Bring the arms next to the sides, hands down. Inhale, press through the heels and find a bridge pose. Keep that shin pointed up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press through the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale to lift the hips. Holding here, or feel free to set the hips down. If you're holding, maybe you interlace the fingers underneath the back, roll the shoulder blades a little closer together, press those heels again, shin is pointed up so you don't constrict the breath. And exhale, lower down. Extend that right leg up towards the ceiling, flexing through the foot, press the lower back into the mat, point through your toe. Flex your foot, and point. Last time to flex, and point. Flex the foot and cross that ankle over that left knee, finding that figure four. Maybe cactusing the arms to the sides, holding here or reaching for that left leg or shin, bringing the knees to the chest. Keeping in mind, if you're struggling to hold on to that leg, it's better just to let it go and just keep pressing that knee out to the side with that left foot on the ground.
pressing that back into the mat as we press that left heel up, and then pointing through the toe. Flex your foot, and point. One more time, flex, and point. Flex and cross. Maybe just keeping your arms in this nice cactus, just feeling that nice stretch to the shoulders, or floating that leg up to grab. Gently release, uncross the leg, and now keeping both of your knees bent, press through the feet and lift your hips just slightly to scoot them to the right, set them down, and then let both of those knees gently roll over to the left. Maybe cactusing the arms again, maybe rolling the head to the right. If you feel any pinching in your lower spine at all, bring the knees back up towards the center a little bit and don't take the twist so far. Let's be very aware of all the sensations in our twists. Bring those knees back to center, realign pelvis and spine. Again, pressing through the heels, lifting the hips just a little scoot to the left, and then gentle lean of those knees over to the right. Maybe head rolling left. Back to center, realign, bring the knees into the chest one more time, give them a squeeze, big squeeze, and then gently release everything out onto the mat for Savasana. Maybe those knees bend, whatever feels good. Knowing that you can move around and adjust accordingly as needed. Start by bringing your attention to your feet. Relaxing all the muscles. Relaxing through the calves.
through the shoulders, down through the arms. Finally relaxing your neck, your face. Unfurrowing the brow. Finding that space between the teeth. to the body. Gentle rocks of the head from side to side, gently wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe rolling the wrists and ankles. Bringing the arms overhead, maybe interlacing the fingers, flipping palms, pointing the toes, and taking a full stretch. Knees to chest once more, wrapping your arms around the shins, maybe gentle rocks. Moment of gratitude for your health, your body, and all that it allowed you to do today. Take your time, gently make your way to a comfortable seat, eyes closed if you can. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms join. Exhale, palms to forehead for good thought. And to your lips for beautiful words. To your heart center for a grateful heart. You are body, you are spirit, and you are blessed. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste. And then we'll see how that comes out, Bob. If you want to do Monday, you can do
All right,
Monday too.
I'll see how it comes out.
And we're happy.